It was supposed to be a light-hearted night out with friends. My wife Rachel had been invited to a dinner by her college group. They laughed, drank, and reminisced about the old days. I tagged along quietly, enjoying the atmosphere and meeting people she had spoken about. The restaurant buzzed with chatter and clinking glasses. Rachel looked radiant in her blue dress, her laughter filling the room. As the night went on, her friends grew bolder with their jokes. One of them smirked and said, "Rachel, I dare you to flirt with the waiter." The table erupted in giggles while Rachel blushed nervously. I raised an eyebrow, unsure how far they were willing to take the game. Rachel hesitated, but her friends urged her on louder this time. She finally waved at the waiter, who approached with a polite smile. She leaned forward, tossing her hair, and complimented his smile. The table roared with laughter, cheering her on. I sat there watching quietly, my face calm and unreadable. The waiter glanced at me, unsure of my reaction. Rachel continued the playful act, her cheeks red from embarrassment and wine. Then her friend shouted, "Go on, Rachel, ask for his number." Rachel froze, realizing how far this was going. She looked at me, searching my face for a sign of anger. Instead, I slowly stood up, my chair scraping against the floor. The entire table went silent, waiting for me to explode. But I didn't raise my voice or storm out. I calmly walked over to the waiter and shook his hand. Everyone's eyes widened as I thanked him for taking care of our table. Then I slipped him a $100 bill and said, "This is for putting up with the nonsense tonight." The waiter's jaw dropped as he stammered out a thank you. I turned back to the table, my voice steady but sharp as I spoke. "If you need games to make your night exciting, play them without humiliating my wife." The silence was so heavy you could hear forks dropping. Rachel's face burned with shame, tears welling in her eyes. Her friends stared at me, stunned, unable to form words. I took Rachel's hand gently and helped her stand. We walked out together, leaving the table in absolute silence. Outside, Rachel broke down, apologizing over and over. I pulled her into a hug, telling her I wasn't angry, just disappointed. She admitted she felt pressured, embarrassed, and didn't know how to stop it. I reassured her that I understood, but boundaries needed to be respected. The next morning, messages flooded her phone from friends apologizing for pushing her. They admitted they never expected me to handle it so calmly. Word spread quickly through their circle about what had happened. People couldn't stop talking about how I diffused the situation with dignity. Rachel later told me she had never felt so protected and loved. She realized how easily peer pressure could spiral into disrespect. From that day, her friends treated our relationship with more respect. They never again joked about testing boundaries or dares at my expense. Rachel and I grew stronger, learning that silence and composure speak louder than anger. The night that started as a silly dare became a turning point in our marriage. I had shocked everyone not by yelling but by showing quiet strength. Years later, Rachel still tells the story when people ask what love looks like. It looks like patience, dignity, and the refusal to let anyone make your partner feel small. That one night proved that respect is the strongest foundation for love.